Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. I'm going to take a moment to check the sound to be sure it's okay. Our hellos. Okay, the sound seems to be good. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Yanni. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Gina. All right, it is time for us to start. And in our last session, we talked about the concept of our basic goodness, and that the basic goodness lies in the foundation of every single being. The three qualities of the basic goodness are our natural intelligence, our natural warmth, and our natural openness. today, let's focus a bit on how to access these qualities in our daily life. Of course, it's easy to connect with the spaciousness, openness, natural warmth when everything is peaceful and you are, for example, on a walk by a beautiful lake. Then it's very easy for us to pause, smell the flowers, admire the view, to have those thought-free moments that are so enjoyable. But it is also possible to connect with our natural openness when we're angry, when someone says or does something we don't like, when we want to get even or we want to vent. In moments like this, it is possible to stop and slow the process down. And when we are able to stop, to give space, and to empower the wolf of patience and courage instead of the wolf of aggression and violence, then we connect with our natural openness, and then our natural intelligence often comes to our rescue. We just need to give ourselves a moment to reflect. Why do I want to make that nasty phone call, or say that mean word, or whatever it is we're about to do on an angry autopilot? It is undeniable that we want to do all those less than skillful things because in that heated state, we truly believe that it will bring us some relief, some kind of satisfaction or resolution or comfort will result. We think we'll feel better at the end. But what if we paused and asked ourselves, what's true about that belief? Will I really feel better when this is over? Allowing that openness, that space, gives our natural intelligence a chance to tell us what we already know, that we will not feel better if we lash out. And how do we know this? Well, because this is not the first time we've gotten caught in the same impulse, the same autopilot strategy, right? If we were to do a poll, probably most people would say that in their personal lives, aggression breeds aggression. It escalates anger and ill will rather than bringing peace. If right now our emotional reaction to seeing a certain person or hearing certain news is to fly into a rage or get angry or something equally extreme, it's because we have been cultivating that particular habit for a very long time. Not on purpose, of course, completely unconsciously. And the good news is that since this angry autopilot is a habit, it is also possible to cultivate an opposite habit as well. In the next moment, in the next hour, we could choose to stop, to slow down, to be still for a few seconds. We could experiment with interrupting the usual chain reaction and not spin off in the usual way. When we are in a tight spot, we can experiment with not strengthening the aggression habit and see what happens. And of course, the best way to do it is to practice mindful pausing. This pause creates a momentary contrast between being completely self-absorbed and being awake and present. You just stop for a few seconds, breathe deeply, and move on. You pause and allow there to be a gap in whatever it is you're doing. The Vietnamese Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh taught this as a mindfulness practice. At his monastery and retreat centers, at certain intervals, Someone rings a bell, and at the sound of the bell, everyone just stops briefly to breathe and pause mindfully. And you don't need to be on a retreat to practice this. You can make this mindful pausing a part of your daily life. Of course, it may be hard to remember to do this pause at first, especially in the heat of the moment. But with practice, this pausing becomes a second nature, a habit, and we begin to notice its nurturing benefits. We begin to prefer this pausing to being all caught up. There are many ways to remind yourself to interject pausing into your busy life. For example, you can put a sign on your computer or your fridge. It could be a word or an image or a symbol. Anything that reminds you to stop and just take a breath. Or you can put alarms on your phone, just like on Thich Nhat Hanh's retreats. Whenever your phone rings, this alarm rings, you can stop, breathe, pause. Or you can even decide every time my phone dings with a message or a call notification, I'm going to pause. Well, you get the idea. So just choose whatever it is that feels reasonable and practical for you. And an instruction that I personally find very helpful in this process is to bring your attention to your feet. Why? A few reasons actually. First of all, our feet are physically located the farthest away from our head. So when you find yourself all caught up in thinking, moving your attention to your feet literally takes you out of your head. Secondly, when you pay attention to your feet, you start becoming aware of your connection to the earth. You get more grounded. You may even feel the support that the earth provides and start relying on this support more and more. So today, let's practice this, taking a mindful pause and moving our attention away from the head and into the feet. As always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle into your body, into your breath, into the right here, right now. Let your breath be natural, no need to force anything. Just let it softly go in and out of your body. Feel yourself breathe in and out. Check in with yourself. See where you're at right now. What are you feeling at this moment? Can you contact whatever it is you're feeling non-verbally? Just getting a felt sense of this experience. Could be your mood, or your physical body, anything. Are there any emotions? Can you be present to them also non-verbally? So don't try to come up with a name for every experience or to remember the history of the emotion. Just stay present to what you are experiencing right now. Are there any physical sensations that call your attention? pain, tightness, relaxation, openness. What about your thoughts? What's the quality of your thoughts right now? Is your mind very busy? Is it drowsy? Is it still? Are your thoughts raging, or peaceful, or dull, obsessive, or calm? And again, no need to change anything, just observe, just experience. So now your attention is on your thoughts. So to speak, you are in your head. So take a moment to register that experience. And now consciously move your attention into your feet, the farthest away from your head. Feel the sensation on your feet. What are they? Again, try to contact the experience non-verbally. There is no need to come up with descriptive words. Just feel what's happening. Feel the energy of the earth moving into your body through the soles of your feet and slowly coming up all the way to the crown. And once your attention is in your head again, move it back into your feet. And do this loop a few times at your own pace. Feeling the feet, feeling your connection to the earth, letting the energy of the earth come into your body through your feet and move all the way up, and then back to your feet. As you do this, let the earth be the support you need right now, filling you with the energy of peace, quiet, discernment, courage, whatever it is that you need in this moment. And now very gently let go of the practice. Check in with yourself again. How are you feeling now? Physically, emotionally, mentally? How are you really? As you go through your day today, take these mindful pauses as many times as you can remember. These pauses don't have to be long. Even 2-3 breaths could be enough. Just stop, breathe, check in with yourself, and then move on with whatever it is you're doing. Remember, we want to create a habit of it so that when a stressful situation rolls in, you don't have to think about the process. Your body already knows what to do and just goes for it. So be proactive about the whole thing. Set an alarm on your phone or make a sign for your fridge or your computer. Anything to remind you to take a mindful pause. And of course, I am very curious about what kind of reminders you're going to use. So please share that in the comments. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.